Welcome back, out-of-body explorers. Today I want to talk about a future life jump that I had. It's kind of like a premonition jump that involves our future cars. So we're going to talk about that today. And now what's happening in America and all over the world is that they're pushing this electric car system. And now if you don't know this, in 1996 somebody killed the electric car, and it's actually a video documentary of who killed the electric car. And it's excellent. And I have to say, I watched it probably like a little over 10 years ago, and I was a little shocked about it because I wasn't aware of a lot of things, but I still wasn't on the hunt of the truth. Now, this is straight up out of this article from justenergy.com, and I'll leave everything in the description so that you can also look. So just research. Now, what is electricity and how is it made? Electricity is a secondary energy source that we get from the conversion of other sources of energy such as coal, natural gas, oil, nuclear power, and so on. These sources are known as the primary sources. Primary sources can be renewable or non-renewable, but electricity itself is neither. So know that electricity is a secondary source. So back to this situation of future cars. Now I'm going to show you this company. Everybody knows it. And I'm going to show you this peace sign because everybody knows that universal peace sign. And what everybody needs to know is symbols are very important in our world of propaganda. Now the people who control that propaganda obviously follow the money. I want you to flip now what the peace sign looks like. And it looks like the tree of life. So I want you to realize that they continue to do this manipulation throughout our entire lifetime. This is the peace sign. Now, what is that? I'm going to turn it upside down. That is technically the peace sign, but they did not want us to know it that way. So the tree of life. So let me show you, this company has this future car. And like I said, I'll show you a video at the end of this, or you can look at the description, but this is their future car. Everything is electric, so they are really forcing us to get into that situation. Now I'm going to show you one more and how it is put together. So now look at this car. That's right, the Hummer. The Hummer was introduced in 1983, and the Pentagon gave AM General $1 billion to create this high mobility, multi-purpose wheeled vehicle, Humvee. And now when they introduced that around 83, the 80s had a lot of craziness in there, a lot of open portals. Now 1990 happens, and Arnold Schwarzenegger is the big actor, and in his movie Kindergarten Cop, that's right, he now is introducing the Hummer in that movie, and then all of a sudden everybody wants to get the Hummer. So do you see how everything is influenced on each other? Yeah, and now the Terminator became the governor. Talk about twisted fate, right? Now let's get back to my out-of-body exploration jump. And it's coming out of this book. Now this out-of-body happened on August 9th, 2006. It was a Wednesday. And so basically my sister rolled up to my house with a long stretch, modern gas-efficient car. She owned it. And now we love our cars. And right next to me was a Peruvian mechanic. And he started explaining to me about Peru, but he had an emblem on of the Inti god, and this is the Inti god, so I just want you to know it's a good luck charm in Peru. And literally I heard the sun, and so now I knew that this vehicle was being totally run by the sun, not anything else but the sun. Now this is the car, and don't forget I had this out of body in 2006, and this is being played right now. It is an electric car that is solar. Now, I'm telling you, I don't believe in the electric part, plus because you get into the car and there's an electrical system that you have on your own, so that could also affect you when you get into these cars. Don't forget I said that. This car is called the EDISON Future EFT1. And the car that I saw in the out of body had a little bit more of a cap on it, but that's the car. That's exactly the car that I did see. Now, the company that developed it, the company is called SPI Energy. And if you break that word down, it's actually Smart Power Innovation. Now, Smart Power Innovation decided to get into the solar market in 2006. That's right, you can check this out, follow the money. Everything's already listed in the stock market. That is our future car, but there are more. So that's just an introduction to that. So just so you know that we are going to a better situation, we just have to stay high in our vibration, and we need to also understand the big picture. We have always been controlled by oil, gas. So that's really something that you need to know about the history of who runs the system. But as an out-of-body explorer, I have been in Tomorrowland. This is just the introduction to your Tomorrowland. So please know that a lot of these things are occurring at this moment. In 2006, I wasn't looking at the SPI energy company. So know that I was able to jump those timelines just like you're able to jump those timelines and really go with your gut. Because if we all stop falling into that trap and being controlled, then you need to know that we need to put our foot down so that we can continue in this quantum field to the positive timeline. So be smart and really do your research, because there is a car right now that is running on free energy through magnets. And if you watch the show Thrive, that's one of the informational sources that came out a long time ago, about a little over 10 years ago. And Thrive 2 shows you our free energy cars. That's happening in another country. I will leave all those videos in this description so that you can know and understand that we are on our way to the future. Just be positive and keep working on your out-of-body explorations and really go with your gut. Press like and subscribe, and I will talk to you next week. Have a great week.